What's up? What's up? What's happening, everybody? I think that I forgot. We have the mic turned on. Oh, I gotta bring the mic out here. There you go. Gotta bring it up real quick. So make sure you guys can all hear me. Can you guys hear me a little bit better? A little bit better? Let me know if you guys can. And if you can't, I'm sorry. We are live right now on the live stream, and I'm gonna be giving you guys a housing market update, some news updates, and I'm gonna let you know what's happening because things are crazy. I actually just came back from a showing. I was showing my clients a house and they love it. We actually won the house, but I'm going to share with you how we won it, what price tag we had to put, how much over, and the details of what we had to put. Honestly, it's crazy. Everybody who's joining right now, I'm going to ask from you one quick favor. Comment below what city and state that you are in. The reason why I ask is because if we're talking about markets, houses, and we're talking about what's going on in your area, it's nice to know where you are, what's happening, and so forth. So comment below the city and state that you're in. That's going to help out a ton. Guys, make sure you have me in HD. That's how you can see me because I got the DSLR facing at me. Make sure that you let me know if the audio and everything is checking out. And most importantly, hit the like button if you're getting any value as we start with this live stream and with this video. Guys, things are wild. So I just right now, this video is really just kind of giving you an update of what's going on, what's happening with me, what's going on in the real estate world. I mean, I just went to a showing in the morning at 10 a.m. It's 12:31 p.m. right now. And in this showing, my client purchased and won the house. We haven't closed yet. We're under contract. Now, this house was on the market for $374,900. And this house, in order to get it under contract, the agent was telling me, who's representing my clients, was telling me that you're gonna have to come in hot. They have a ton of offers. In fact, they said they have some offers that are over $400,000. So my client comes and she goes, and he goes, both of them, they're like, what do you think is a good offer to place on this house? Now, guys, in this market that we're in right now, there really isn't a number that you can kind of be guided with. It's put whatever you feel like you can win the house with. That's really all that you could do. So I told them, I was like, this house, the sale's near it. This is what it's looking like. This is what you can expect. This is what we're fighting with. This is what we're dealing with, etc. And based off of that, you have to put at least over 400 because that's what the other agent is telling me just from the bare bones. How high? However much you plan on going. So what I did is they ended up putting their offer at $415,000. I told them put $200 after that, make it $415,200. And then I went from my commissions and I also reimbursed them some money. So their offer was over $418,000 plus or minus around those numbers. So if we're gonna say $418,000 minus the asking price $374,900, they had to pay $43,100 over asking price. Now, guys, if you're gonna tell me that that's not insane, then I don't know what is. And that's what we're dealing with right now. So I know that there are so many states, so many cities who are dealing with this exact thing. I know we have in Austin, it's on fire. I know we have in Cali, it's still moving, even though there's so many people leaving it. I'm in Dallas, Texas, so it's booming over here. We got Mansfield, Texas in the house. Awesome. You're probably my neighbor and I don't even know. But anyways, this is what we're seeing happening in the markets right now is that you're going to have to overpay, overbid, and that's the sad truth that we've just been dealing with this the whole time. It's never been something that we didn't know. I mean, it's been happening ever since the pandemic came to somewhat of an end, and a little bit during the pandemic, house prices have just been exploding. Some people say that this is the new standard of the house prices. Some people say that just like happened in California where the prices just kept going up, then they came down a little bit, consolidated, and that became the new bottom. So some people are saying that we are creating the new bottom in the housing market. I saw a house listed in my area for $968,000. I'm in Dallas, Texas. And there's areas that are $1 million houses. There's areas that are not $1 million houses. When you think of $1 million house in the Texas area, specifically in the Dallas area, You might be assuming that it's got to be gated. You got to be in a beautiful area. You got to have some type of pond. You got to have some beautiful landscaping in every house. The houses around you got to be all new and nice. You're talking about $968,000 near houses that are 2006, 2007. You're talking about the area is not even gated. You're talking about it's not even all that. Insane. Actually insane. And that's just what we're dealing with, guys. So I'm over here reading messages that you guys are bringing in, and I'm also sharing with you what's happening in the markets here. We have Penguin saying, U.S. has so much empty lands, just build more. So that the problem is, for example, if I'm leaving from Dallas to Houston, right? And I'm making that long drive of 4 hours or 4.5 hours. And on the way there, there's tons of land. You just see land and land and land and land and land. And every so often, there's a new exit that has a Buc-ee's, that has a Quick Trip, that has a nice gas station, that has a Love's, that has a, what do they call it? I forgot the name, Pilot J, that's what the name is. You have all these, right? But all that land that's over there, you can't just build because you have to extend utilities, you have to extend the water, the sewer, the electricity, you have to extend everything that can make that area flourish. Now to extend it, how many miles do you have to go to extend that? So it's not just like you can buy a piece of land and you can just develop on it. You kind of have to grow with how the area is growing, because otherwise if the area is here and you're trying to grow right here, there's a huge gap. That huge gap is going to cost you so much that it sometimes doesn't make sense. That's why, people who buy land, here's a development, they buy land further out. They know it's eventually going to hit them. And when it does hit them, they're going to have cheap costs to be able to develop. And then they either flip the land or they develop the land. We have him saying, Karam, I'd love to meet you someday. Yes, I live in Mansfield, East Broad Street, National and Holland area. Wow. So you are there. Okay, let me tell you this. I purchased a piece of land off of Holland near a shopping center. That's about 6 acres of land, and we plan to do a single family residential development there. Every lot is going to be about 10 to 12,000 square feet. Build about 15 houses is the goal, 10 to 15 houses, nice gated community. Can you guess where that is? It's on Holland Street. It's about 6 acres of land, and it's near a shopping center. High interest rates benefit cash buyers more, 100%. High interest rates means that there's not many people borrowing, but the people with cash are being able to get things at a cheaper price because not many people are getting the loans. That means not much demand is happening on purchases. Hydro says Dallas is up 32% year over year. It's not what it used to be, plus almost 3% property tax with school districts. It is unbelievable. So in California, you pay state income tax. In Dallas, Texas, you don't pay state income tax. Well, in Texas, generally, you don't pay that. But in Dallas, Texas, where I'm at, you don't pay it as well. Yet you get murdered with the property taxes. We have high rates with property taxes. They charge us for the schools. They charge us for the areas. They charge us for the ISDs. They charge us for whatever it is that the county, they charge us for everything. You're getting a house that's for $350,000, $400,000. You're paying almost $10,000 a year in property taxes, depending what area you're in. You're talking about you're almost paying another mortgage, almost $830 something a month just to pay property taxes. That goes to waste that you don't use, and you only use if your kids go to the school. But if you got no kids, then you're just paying that to the basically not being used. Yeah, I heard that Dallas has, Texas specifically has one of the highest property taxes. I did hear that. Crazy says, I'm going to wait for the correction. Federal Reserve will not be able to wait till end of 2023 to raise interest rates. It will come sooner. So the Fed said that they're going to raise rates in 2024. Then they adjusted again and said 2023. And people are saying because they're realizing inflation is coming in hot. And people are also saying that they're probably not going to be able to sustain until 2023. So they also expect that it might be raised in 2022, late 2022. Anytime the Feds talk about interest rates and they plan to raise them sooner than later, or they adjust what they wanted to do, instantly people are wondering and thinking this is because inflation is here. The Feds are now panicking. The Feds are now trying to adjust for that. But the Feds are also not trying to accept that we have inflation. They're just saying it's transitory. It's coming in and it's going to come right out. But they don't understand that it's here to stay. They don't understand that minimum wage is being picked up. They don't understand that food costs and cost of goods in general is up. They're saying that supply chain is behind, therefore cost is going up. It's transitory. They're saying when things catch back up, it's going to be back to normal. But the truth is even if everything is back to normal, yet Chipotle is $15 an hour minimum wage. Walmart raises minimum wage. You have McDonald's raising minimum wage. You have Starbucks begging to find people to get hired there, which is so rare because Starbucks usually never has to ask for people when they're trying to hire. When you see all of that happening and they assess a minimum wage, a new minimum wage, they're going to have to raise food costs. They're going to have to raise their product costs. Small businesses will have to compete. People will start to complain. And the consumers, me and you, are going to get hit with that. There's no avoiding it. I'm in Miami. My wife and me are ready to buy, but in a normal market, now it's impossible. What's the prices in Miami? What's the average prices going on in Miami? $400,000, $500,000, $600,000? Utah's market is so hot and so is the weather. Oh my God. If you're talking about weather and hotness in the market, it is Dallas, Texas. It is extremely hot. I don't know how I wear suits in this heat, but not only extremely hot, it is extremely hot in the housing market. Prices are in the sky. Things keep going higher and higher and higher. We don't know if it's going to even cool down anytime soon. BlackRock is a huge firm who invests in real estate. I'm hearing that big, large corporations, companies, hedge funds are coming in and they're literally buying entire single-family development communities where there's 50 houses, 100 houses, 300 houses. They're swallowing them at one time and then just relisting them for rent. Literally making rental communities. They're going to monopolize that specific area with whatever rents they want at the price they want if they own every single house there. You guys understand it's crazy. So Miami's median houses, he's saying, is $400,000 and plus for a family home. Penguin says, I see some lumber prices dropping. Does that mean housing market inflation is transitory too? So lumber prices are dropping because there is now better supply happening. Now you could say if there's better supply for everything else, that means it should drop. No. Lumber specifically was so short on its lumber. They wasn't making enough. The mills were shut down. The places were shut down. The travel was shut down. The transitions were shut down. All of that was shut down. So that tripled and quadrupled in price aside from inflation, but because there wasn't actually enough lumber to be able to give out. The same goes for houses right now. The supply is so low. So are you saying when the supply picks up that house prices will go down? Yes, house prices will have to go down because if there's no supply and there's a lot of... So right now if there's no supply but the demand also cools down, if there is supply and demand is still there, those people who have a lot of demand for the houses, those who have a lot of supply, the demand will swallow up that supply, right or wrong. But what happens whenever supply is high, the demand cools down a little bit because interest rates go up. These people who are selling, they're going to have to start bringing their prices down because there's not that much demand. Interest rates are low. Interest rates are high. Therefore, the people who are selling their properties are going to have to start negotiating and start coming down. Now, we're talking about supply and demand. So we're talking about houses right now. If the supply picks up, then the prices should have to go down. Now, by how much, we don't know. But they're going to go down because the people who are looking to buy a house have more options now. Right now, one house for sale has like 100 people who want that one house. Imagine there's 10 houses for sale, and then there's 100 people who want the 10 houses. There's a lot more to negotiate with, to work with. But the opposite is true of having one house and 10 people wanting. It's crazy, or 100 people wanting. It's unbelievable what's happening. And that's what we're in right now. Will the eviction moratorium get extended? Guys, they keep on extending and extending and extending, and they say that it's supposed to be the end of June 31st, and June 31st is what? How far are we? Right around the corner, almost 11, 12 days. But to be honest with you, they could extend it again, or they could just be like, no, it's enough extension and let's just keep it. But they change it last minute, so we're just going to have to keep looking out for it. I saw an update by Graham Stephan that said that entire neighborhoods being swallowed up by these firms were actually being built specifically as rental communities. Very interesting. Very interesting. So when you're building a house for sale versus a rental, you're going to do a lot of different things, from the flooring to the painting to are you going to put carpet? Are you going to put laminate? Are you going to put what are you going to do? Expensive fixtures, cheap fixtures? Are you going to put high quality great things, low quality great things? So big differences. So if these are built up for companies that are going to buy them for rentals, it makes sense. But still, just buying up an entire community that you can make as rentals, you can sell it, you're really controlling the markets like that. It's insane what we're seeing right now, to be honest with you. Markets are crazy. When I talk crazy, I mean crazy. I've been in real estate for about 6 years. I do a lot of commercial real estate. I do residential as well. And the commercial real estate world got hit extremely hard from the pandemic. Barely recovering right now, barely doing good right now. The shopping centers in good areas, the office buildings in good areas, the industrial is exploding. I just read an article that in California, a group bought a warehouse 5 months ago. They then sold it now for 30% more than they bought it 5 months ago. So if they paid $10 million for it, they sold it in 5 months for $13 million. They made $3 million in 5 months just based off of appreciation, because the industrial market is on fire. People are still ordering from online. Amazon is still killing it. Warehousing is in demand. It's such a good industry to be in right now. It's a good sector in real estate to be invested in as well. Natalie, let me ask you this. Why would rentals want to be all carpet when the staining is so easy, when the mess is so easy, when making carpet in bad condition is easy, versus putting vinyl or laminate or some cheap flooring that's glued down, that doesn't bubble up, that doesn't mess up, that's high grade, that you just have to sweep? Why would they not want that over carpet? Passed my Nevada real estate national exam. Bring on the crazy. Caitlin, congratulations. That is awesome news. Congratulations, congratulations. Jason Walter, what's up, man? Happy Saturday. Keep crushing it. Thank you so much. Likewise to you. I look forward to making another video with you. We're just chilling right now on the live stream on a Saturday, and I'm glad to have you in here. It's awesome. Thanks for joining in. Massachusetts. What's the market in Massachusetts? I'm in Dallas, Texas. I don't have any clue about Massachusetts, but I know some markets are hot. I haven't heard about Massachusetts, to be honest. Probably because it's too long to type up and too hard to spell, so some people don't talk about it. Investors are still buying up homes in spite of high prices. Obviously, they don't think that housing supply is going to improve anytime soon. I think it's a mistake. Some people waiting for a crash. So you got big corporations still buying up real estate. You got home buyers still overpaying for real estate. You got demand still very hot and supply still very low. A lot of people believe that it's not going to crash. A lot of people believe that the markets are going to keep going up. Likewise, like you always have in the stock market, the bulls and the bears. You also have people who believe we're in a bubble, who believe we're going to crash, who believe we're going to go cheaper. But at the end of the day, what we're seeing right now is prices are going to keep going up because of the low interest rates, because of the low supply, because of the high demand, because of the supply shortage. But how long will that last? Now, keep in mind, I told you that we could be building a new bottom. The markets could be going up so high, then they could come down a little bit as a price correction and then build a new bottom to where they don't go as low as people are expecting or thinking they're going to go, especially if you're in a good area. My house doubled price in 3 years, selling it and built apartment buildings in Philippines. I might as retire at 33 now. Wow. That's pretty smart. Apartment buildings in Philippines and you're selling your house because it doubled in 3 years. Interesting. Because you can take it off as depreciation and lower cost to replace than hardwood. Some laminate maybe. See, I agree with you on that. Makes sense. But at the same time, the lifespan of carpet with tenants versus laminate or hardwood or engineered wood or vinyl, I believe is a lot less. So the lifespan is not going to be as durable like it would if it wasn't carpet. SR, Karam, quick question. I wanted your opinion on if I should pay 100% down for a house or split that between two houses. I want to rent them. Something Nassau County, I can't even say it. County, New York, and Long Island. Okay. So you can leverage your money, right? You with 100% into one house, you can have one house. With 100% putting it in 3-4 houses, you can have 3-4 houses. Can you take on the debt? Can you take on the risk? Can you take on the headache? Can you manage the properties? Can you take care of maintenance? Can you take care of and put a good amount of money in reserves? Can you? Now, me, always when you maximize the $1 into $3 because you take the debt from the banks is great. But can you survive? Can you have enough equity into the house or into the property that if things turn down, you can still float, you can still cash out, you can still sell if you had to, or can you still rent it? You have to ask yourself these questions. So if you're buying a house for 300 grand and instead of buying it for 300 grand, you go buy two houses for 150 grand as a down payment, and then you have debt still on them, make sure you also have 20, 30 grand in reserves in one account, 20, 30 grand reserves in another account, for any problems, for any vacancies, for any issues. Leveraging your money makes you more money, but you got to be careful on how you leverage it and how much you leverage. You don't want to get on the hole, and you don't want to overdo something trying to make more rental income, yet give yourself more headache and more hassle and more problems. People will be coming back to California in the masses when they realize the problems didn't go away. If Kevin becomes governor, there is going to be a lot of beautiful change in Cali. So then you'll see a lot of people coming. I just bought a condo townhouse. Had to compete with 20 other offers for a place that needed much fixing repairs. Listing was $450K, sold at $495K. The appraisal was $480K. California market. Interesting. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, we're seeing prices over here even selling for more than that, so it just really depends. All right, guys, it's Saturday. It's 12:51 p.m. I got to get back to the hustle, to the grind. I got to go show some spaces for clients. I already have them calling me. I also have some people interested in some space I'm leasing out for a shopping center, 3,000 square feet. They want to open a hibachi Chinese restaurant. I also have another client who's looking, well, not a client, a prospect who's looking to open a wing shop. They want to put basically hot wings and dry rub wings and that type of stuff. I also have another person who's interested in opening a daycare, another person interested in opening an event center. So all these people are like messaging me today. They want to see the space, view it. They want me to open the doors for them. So it's getting pretty hectic, right? There's a lot of movement happening in the commercial real estate world, insane movement in the housing market, the residential world. And I'm trying to balance all of that with balancing YouTube. So guys, for all your support, I appreciate you. I really value every single one of you. If you're getting any value from this video, hit that like button. It's for free. It motivates me. I see the likes going up. It makes me want to keep on talking more and more and give more value. If you got value, guys, please hit that like button and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, I don't know what you're doing. Why are you not subscribed if you are not subscribed? And guys, join the Discord. Look at this. I'm about to give you a cool effect. Ready, set, boom. Join the Discord. The link is in the description. If you join the Discord, we talk about real estate, money, and business for free every single day. Any question you have, I'll answer it. Just at me. And then other people on the channel will also answer it for you. We have almost 600 members. It is exciting. Join the Discord. You lose nothing, guys. And it is fun. And we share all the information, all the knowledge that we have with one another for free at no cost. Thank you all so much for joining this live. Hit the like button if you got any value. That motivates me and makes me smile. Let me see those likes go up. We got 42 right now. Let's get it to 70 likes. I know we can do that over 150 people. Just 30 more likes. Hit the like button. Let's see it go up. And most importantly, guys, stay safe. Keep on hustling. Any questions you have, follow me on Instagram. Send me a direct message. My Instagram is Karam Khalil _. I should pop up the first person because nobody really got my name. But anyways, I just put it for you guys there. Follow me on Instagram. I post there. And ask me any questions in the DMs over there. I'll answer it a lot faster. Much love for everybody. I'll see you in the next video. I upload 3 times a week, so subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you all. Thank you so much, and peace.